ABC7 Bangor.
This is ABC7 News at Noon.
The man charged with killing 4 Maine Maritime Academy students in a fiery crash in December was back in court. He's facing 17 charges, including 4 counts of manslaughter. Good afternoon, I'm Susan Farley. Authorities have arrested the man they believe is responsible for stealing a truck carrying gravestones. And the State House was filled with an emotional crowd yesterday as lawmakers took up bills dealing with reproductive rights. Thank you for joining us. We'll have more on these and other stories in just a moment. First, let's check in with meteorologist Devin Biggs. Devin?
Hey Susan, happy Tuesday afternoon. Your first weather forecast brought to you by Lou Jean Fredericks across from Eastern Maine Medical Center, serving the greater Bangor area for over 65 years. Here we go. So we're almost done with the active weather, though. We do have a small cloud advisory remain in effect until 8 p.m. An insize aerial flood advisory was just dropped at around 11 a.m. So we're improving now as things have since started to back off. Here's the radar right now. A few rain showers again developing from the southwest going toward the north and east. Lizard Cena returns on radar. We'll be watching for a few scattered rain showers as we do proceed forward in time today as the clouds continue to increase. So nothing too ridiculous. The worst of the rain is done, just some scattered showers for the next few days. So we'll soon be done with this area low pressure that is continuing to track off towards the east. So Futurecast showing those chances for rain today, also in the parts of tonight and lingering in the parts of tomorrow too, maybe mixing with a little bit of snow further off towards the north as we head towards early Wednesday morning. There is the wind as well, generally out of the south and east at around 10 to 15 miles per hour. Some higher gusts up to 25 miles per hour cannot be ruled out as the isobars here continue to remain stacked in a few areas. So for today, upper 50s, increasing clouds, some afternoon and morning rain showers as well. We had some earlier in the morning period. Now we'll have some afternoon. That southeast wind getting up to about 25 miles per hour. By tonight, lower 40s, some more rain showers possible. Otherwise, mostly cloudy with that east breeze at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Your hourly forecast for the rest of the afternoon period, a mostly cloudy skies, some scattered rain showers are possible. Temperatures in the 50s. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up. Susan?
Thank you, Devin. One man is dead following a crash in Corinna. The Penobscot County Sheriff's Department says deputies were called to investigate damaged property on the Center Road around 4:30 Monday afternoon. When they got there, they discovered a damaged fence and apple trees and various car parts leading toward a deep pond. Officials determined a vehicle was in the water. It was removed with the help from the state police dive team and a local tow truck. Deputies then discovered that the body of a 50-year-old man was inside. They say the unidentified man is from the local area. They'll release more information as the investigation continues. The driver in a crash that killed 4 Maine Maritime Academy students appeared in Hancock County District Court Monday morning. He pleaded not guilty to manslaughter and other charges stemming from a December crash in Castine. Matthew Jaroncic has the story.
A month after being indicted by a Hancock County grand jury, Joshua Gonzalez Radding faced a judge for the first time. He is currently facing a total of 17 charges, including 3 counts of manslaughter, 4 counts of operating under the influence resulting in death, and multiple reckless conduct with a dangerous weapon and aggravated driving to endanger charges. Gonzalez Radding pleaded not guilty to all the charges. The charges stem from a crash that killed Brian Keneally, Chase Fawcett, Luke Simpson, and Riley Ignacio Cameron in the early morning hours of December 10th on Shore Road. An investigation conducted by the Maine State Police found that alcohol and speed were factors in the crash. Maine State Police say this is not the first time the defendant has been connected to alcohol-related incidents. They say Gonzalez Radding was in the passenger seat of a car stopped on Shore Road a month prior for going 90 miles per hour in a 45-mile-per-hour zone. Police say he allegedly threw bottles out of the car during a traffic stop. Gonzalez Radding is currently being held on a $5,000 cash bail and is ordered to not have contact with the surviving victims, their families, and anyone involved in the case. He will appear in Hancock County District Court in August. In Ellsworth, Matthew Jaroncic reporting for ABC7 and Fox 22 News.
A Hamden man is charged with burglarizing 4 Bangor businesses. 36-year-old Christopher Archer was arrested on April 28th. Bangor Police Public Information Officer Sergeant Jason McCambley says officers responded to a call about a burglary at Hammond Lumber. They say they found tarps covering stolen items from the business behind Hammond Lumber. McCambly says while they were searching the area, they encountered Archer riding an ATV in a grassy area between two businesses. When officers identified themselves and tried to approach, Archer fled on foot. He was caught after a brief pursuit. McCambly says the ATV he was riding was stolen from another business. After investigations into burglaries at 4 Bangor businesses, Archer is being charged with theft by unauthorized taking, 4 counts of burglary, and criminal mischief. Authorities in southern Maine have arrested the man they believe responsible for stealing a truck carrying gravestones. They say 32-year-old Stephen Locke was caught driving the truck in Naples. Officials believe he's the man who stole the truck Sunday morning from Hall Funeral Home in Casco. It was carrying several headstones and a family memorial. Locke is now facing several charges, including unauthorized use of a motor vehicle and driving with a suspended license. They say he also had 10 outstanding warrants pending at the time of his arrest. One person is now being charged after a confused nonverbal adult was found wandering at Hollywood Casino in Bangor. A Bangor police officer met with hotel security and the adult female on March 18th. They were only able to get her first name. Hotel security checked their surveillance footage and saw the woman had come in from the parking garage. They were eventually able to determine which vehicle the woman had been in and contacted a residential home in another part of the state that the vehicle was registered to. The woman wandering in the casino was safely transported back to her residential home. As the result of the investigation on April 29th, 60-year-old Tammy Knowlton of Troy was summoned for endangering the welfare of a dependent person. The Maine Warden Service continues to search for a missing fisherman whose canoe was found drifting on Pecomas Lake on Friday. Mark Lottie of the Department of Inland Fisheries and Wildlife says 62-year-old Lowell Wheaton of Old Town was last seen in contact with his family on Thursday afternoon as he was headed to his camp. The Maine Warden Service was later contacted after a canoe with an outboard motor attached was found drifting on the lake. Since then, multiple agencies have searched both the lake and surrounding shorelines and roads. A Maine Warden Service plane and helicopter have also been searching the area. The Maine Warden Service dive team is currently on Lake Pocumtuck, searching with an underwater ROV and scuba divers. They have been actively searching since late Saturday afternoon. In addition to Inland Fisheries and Wildlife, Maine Forest Service, Maine State Police, and the Passamaquoddy Warden Service are all helping with that search. The Augusta State House was overflowing with Mainers in response to a proposed reproductive rights bill. Devin Dagnall was there for the story.
Mainers showed up to the Capitol in droves to voice their opinion on the governor's proposed legislation, LD 1619, an act to improve Maine's reproductive privacy laws. If passed, the bill would make 3 changes to Maine's reproductive rights. It would allow termination at any point in pregnancy as long as it is approved by both the mother and a physician, as well as remove penalties for performing an abortion without specific licensing. It would also require that all abortions be reported to the Department of Human Health and Services and the patient's primary care physician within a month after the procedure. Speaker of the House, Rachel Talbot Ross, says Maine's current reproductive laws are harmful because they do not allow for those seeking abortions to make a completely autonomous decision.
LD 1619 seeks to address that harm and put the decisions about abortion later in pregnancy in the hands of doctors and their patients, not politicians.
Prior to the public hearing, members of the pro-life movement rallied together in the Hall of Flags.
Tell the Judiciary Committee that we reject LD 1619 and that they need to vote it down.
Over 1,000 people registered to speak at the public hearing, both in person and online. Many of those in person were there in opposition to the bill.
The Capitol building is busting at the seams with people who are here just to speak up for life and to say we do not want this radical expansion.
Despite the opposition in the Capitol, one of the co-sponsors of the bill, Laura Supika of Bangor, says she's not deterred.
I don't think that the people that are here today represent the majority of Mainers and their belief on the issue, but I think it's still wonderful when people show up and engage in the legislature and come to Augusta and voice their opinion.
In Augusta, Devin Dagnall, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Coming up on ABC 7 News at noon, the man who created artificial intelligence is warning about its dangers. We'll have details when we return.
At Living Innovations, we build community. You can be a part of it. We put supporting people first, and that builds a caring community within our workforce and for the people we serve. Living Innovations supports people with disabilities and has flexible work opportunities available. You could become a shared living provider and work from home, or help support people to be active in the community. To learn more, visit livinginnovations.com and check out our employment and home provider opportunities. Become a part of Living Innovations and be part of a community with a purpose.
In Maine, it's always truck season. And at Thornton Brothers in Lincoln, we are celebrating New Ram Truck Month by carrying the complete line of hard-charging new Ram trucks from light to heavy duty. At Thornton Brothers, you'll find the right truck for cargo space and comfort for those long trips on the road. No matter what Maine throws at you, our trucks have you covered. So come on over and test drive any of our award-winning new Ram trucks at Thornton Brothers, 125 Main Street, Lincoln.
This is Jane. She's doing her darndest to find the difference. The difference between my Betty sofa and this competitor's sofa that costs twice as much. Theirs comes in 2 colors with 2 pillows. Mine has 4 pillows, comes in 3 colors, multiple size options, and hundreds of 5-star reviews for just $4.99 each. Theirs is over $500 more than mine. In fact, you can get 2 Bettys for less than their 1. I guess the difference is at Bob's, you pay less and get more. Give your wallet a break. The spring break at Bob's.
Bangor Floral is your perfect destination this Mother's Day. Since 1925, Bangor Floral has been a premier provider of beautiful floral arrangements and thoughtful Mother's Day gifts for almost 100 years. Featuring new colorful blooms, blossoming plants, and gift baskets that have warmed hearts for generations. We also strongly support the Buy Local movement by purchasing directly from local farms and suppliers. Bangor Floral, 332 Harlow Street. Experience a flower shop like no other this Mother's Day.
I just got the new Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra from US Cellular. With the most powerful processor yet, it can game smoother than ever. With nightography, it can take selfies in low light. Click. And with a longer battery life and US Cellular's 5G network, it can stream my favorite shows around the clock.
Amazing. Can it go back in the bag?
Yeah, it can go back into the bag.
Okay. Did you just kiss the phone?
Get the Samsung Galaxy S23 free. No trade-in needed from US Cellular.
I kissed it?
Yes.
You're watching ABC 7 Bangor.
The man dubbed the godfather of artificial intelligence has left his position at Google. Now he wants to warn the world about the dangers of the very product that he was instrumental in creating. ABC's Lionel Mosey reports.
This morning, as companies race to integrate artificial intelligence into our everyday lives, one man behind that technology has resigned from Google after more than a decade. Dr. Jeffrey Hinton, known as the godfather of artificial intelligence, says he stepped down so he can freely discuss the dangers of AI. He tells the New York Times he's worried about artificial intelligence taking jobs from people and also misinformation, with fake videos, photos, and text saying the average person will not be able to know what is true anymore. And he warns, it is hard to see how you can prevent the bad actors from using it for bad things. He joins a growing list of industry experts calling for regulation. Elon Musk tweeting just yesterday, even benign dependency on AI automation is dangerous to civilization if taken so far that we eventually forget how the machines work.
It is, I think, actually a bigger risk to society than cars or planes or medicine.
One recent breakthrough, a non-invasive AI system that can turn our thoughts into text, saying it could one day help people who've lost their ability to speak due to a stroke or paralysis. Researchers have also found AI can more efficiently and effectively identify cancer, and we've already seen how programs like ChatGPT can write speeches, answer complex questions, and even pass the bar exam. The CEO of the company behind ChatGPT says the advancements are exciting, but also terrifying.
Part of the exciting thing here is we get continually surprised by the creative power of all of society.
I think that word surprise, though, it's both exhilarating as well as terrifying to people.
Sure. I think people should be happy that we're a little bit scared of this.
Elon Musk and hundreds of tech experts released an open letter back in March calling for AI to be regulated. As for Dr. Hinton, Google commended his work and said it's committed to a responsible approach.
Now to new calls for bipartisan action on the debt ceiling. Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen warns that the country could run out of funds in less than 1 month without a debt deal. Yellen warning comes as President Biden is inviting the top 4 congressional leaders for a White House meeting as the country stares down an unprecedented default. ABC's Justin Finch has the details from Washington.
The U.S. Treasury again urging lawmakers to do something about the $31.4 trillion debt ceiling.
Since 1789, the United States has always paid its bills on time, and it must continue to do so.
Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen alerting Congress the agency could begin failing to cover all the nation's bills as early as June 1st. A dire deadline amid the ongoing showdown between the White House and the Republican-led House. President Biden drawing a hard line, calling on Congress to raise the debt limit without conditions.
We pay our bills, and we should do so without reckless hostage-taking from some of the mega Republicans in Congress.
But opening the door for talks, reaching out to McCarthy and other top House and Senate leaders for a May 9th White House meeting.
Sit down, negotiate it, get this off the table. Let me tell you, the American people are not going to stand for Social Security being up in the air.
That sit-down would come less than a week after House Republicans passed a debt limit bill allowing a $1.5 trillion cap increase.
The bill is passed.
But that hike only in exchange for nearly $5 trillion in spending cuts to Biden budget priorities, including student debt relief, veterans programs, and school grants. The president warning that debt ceiling inaction will directly impact American households.
It would lead to higher interest rates. Working people, middle class, and seniors would pay the price.
And time is ticking. The House has only 12 legislative days left this month, and economists warn a default could plunge the U.S. and other nations into severe recessions.
Traveling this summer, you could have quicker travel times thanks to new moves by the Federal Aviation Administration. The organization is creating 169 direct airline routes across the East Coast. The shorter distances will help cut down on travel time. That's 40,000 miles less travel time that will actually be done annually. Traffic controllers will also benefit from the change during bad weather since there will be fewer flights, which will increase safety during those times. All of this comes at a time when the FAA is dealing with staffing shortages, especially with traffic controllers. After the break, we'll tell you about a training center that offers propane classes and oil burner technician training at no cost to students. We'll be right back.
Hood is the cottage cheese lovers love. Start with our award-winning country style. It's delicious on its own, or like this. That. Even, sure. Plus, it's got more protein than hummus and less sugar than yogurt. Then there's Hood's flavors. We expertly blend in real fruit or savory herbs for an unbeatable taste combination you can't recreate at home. Now that's cottage cheese. Hood cottage cheese. Always good, always Hood.
This is our latest hearing aid, packed with 20th century technology. Why beige? To blend in. You know, so it's almost invisible.
You mean like this?
How did you do that?
Treat your ears to $260 off Eargo 7.
Looking to haul a new piece of equipment? Homeowners or commercial, Coops Truck and Equipment has the right trailer for you. Coops is the largest dealer of truck flatbeds and hauler bodies in the state and can replace any old rusty bed or outfit, any new truck. Our full-service facility can modify all truck and trailers with steel and aluminum fabricators on duty. We are your go-to place for CM truck bodies, H&H trailers, and load trail trailers. For trailers, truck bodies, truck outfitting, and more, it's Coops.
Hey, Maine. How are you? Yes, you. How are you really? It's a question we rarely ask ourselves. But to Northern Light Health, how you are means a lot. So we're out here asking and encouraging you to ask the people in your life, starting with yourself. So ask away. Then connect with us at northernlighthealth.org/howareyou.
Officer down, officer down.
ambush. 3 men with masks.
One of them is right outside. Call 911.
The Rookie season finale tonight on ABC and stream on Hulu.
I got hurt in a car accident and I've got some questions. Can I be entitled to money for pain and suffering? Can a lawyer start working on my case with no upfront cost? Shouldn't I just trust the insurance company to pay me what's fair?
I answer car accident questions like these every day. Call the Twos and let's talk about your case.
I called the Twos, and Lowry & Associates got me $260,000.
Call the Twos. We win for you.
If you're hurt in an accident, what do? Call 222-2222.
Eastern Maine Community College and Dead River Company celebrated the grand opening of Dead River Institute North on Monday. The state-of-the-art training facility is the second DRI location in Maine. The new location offers propane classes and oil burner technician training at no cost to students through the Harold L. Font Center for the Advancement of Maine's Workforce and Maine's Jobs and Recovery Plan. The Maine Jobs and Recovery Plan was approved by the Maine legislature following Governor Mills to invest heavily in job training and supporting small businesses.
Around week 4 or week 5, everything is going to start coming together for you. And everyone here right now is a Dead River employee, but you don't necessarily have to be a Dead River employee to take this class.
EMCC's mission is to serve as a dynamic institution that empowers students to meet their personal and professional goals and to collaborate with our business and community partners.
The next technician course will be scheduled at a later date. Anyone interested in learning new technical skills or additional job training can visit our website at foxbangor.com for a link to more details. Planting trees has been a part of a long-time effort to help fight climate change and helping make the planet more green. Another benefit is keeping our cities cooler. With more, here's ABC's Justin Finch.
Exposure to extreme temperatures can affect human health in many different ways, but even moderate changes in temperature, which happen more often, can have significant effects. Researchers from the Institute for Global Health in Barcelona, Spain, analyzed these changes during the summer of 2015 in nearly 100 European cities. They found that 6,700 premature deaths in adults could be attributed to a mean city temperature increase of about 1.4 degrees Fahrenheit. The study estimates that increasing tree coverage to 30% in cities would help cool them down by about a degree and prevent nearly 2,700 premature summer deaths. Trees in urban areas not only make them look better, but can also be a means of creating more sustainable and climate-resilient cities. With this Medical Minute, I'm Justin Finch, ABC News.
When we return, Devin Biggs has your 5-day forecast.
Your best defense against erosion and cavities is strong enamel. Nothing beats it. New Pro Enamel Active Shield actively shields the enamel to defend against erosion and cavities. I think that this product is a game changer for my patients. It really works.
With the majority of my patients with sensitivity, I see irritated gums and weak enamel. Sensodyne Sensitivity Gum and Enamel relieves sensitivity, helps restore gum health, and rehardens enamel. I'm a big advocate of recommending things that I know work.
Bucksport Regional Health Center has cared for the community for almost 50 years. We are trusted and compassionate providers. We have also given thousands of COVID-19 vaccines because the COVID-19 vaccine is very safe, very effective, and your best shot at protecting yourself from COVID. Trust us. Trust the vaccine. Protect yourself. Take your shot against COVID-19.
Low E, also known as low energy, is wreaking havoc on millions.
I can't even pull out the hose.
Thankfully, there's Planet Fitness.
Now through May 10th, join Planet Fitness for $1 down, $10 a month, cancel anytime.
It's how you turn your low E into big fitness energy.
Our clean and spacious, judgment-free zone has equipment for every workout to keep you energized all day. Simply join through the free PF app for $1 down, $10 a month. No commitment, cancel anytime. Deal ends Wednesday, May 10th.
Jamar Construction Products in Bangor continues to grow to meet our customers' needs, supplying products for site work contractors, concrete contractors, and survey and safety supplies. We are proud to be the local dealer for Hilti, Valley Blades, U.S. Fabrics, and Euclid Chemical, plus so much more. Stop by and see us at 1270 Hammond Street or give us a call at 907-4491. If you dig it, pour it, plow it, fasten it, lay it, or lift it, Jim Mar Construction Products can help you.
Principal in West Virginia got the fright of his life on Monday when a large black bear suddenly jumped out of a rubbish dumpster he'd been trying to open. CCTV footage uploaded on social media by the Nicholas County Board of Education shows James Marsh, head of the Zila Elementary School in Somerville, failing to open the bin and walking away from it when the bear emerged like a jack-in-the-box, apparently scaring both of them equally. The bear ran one way and Marsh ran the other. Both man and bear seemed to emerge from the incident unscathed. A new campaign is being launched to get rid of vacant areas and transform them into community gardens. Household cleaning brand Mrs. Meyer's Clean Day and actor Tyler James Williams, who stars in Abbott Elementary, have started a nationwide initiative. The company is pledging to provide up to $1 million from the sales of its Compassion Flower products to help transform community garden spots over the next 5 years. Those interested can help by buying Mrs. Meyer's Clean Day Compassion Flower products. $1 from each purchase goes to garden transformations. Now let's check your full forecast with Devin Biggs. Devin?
Alrighty, here we go. Your full weather forecast brought to you by Paramount Paving. When it comes to paving, they are Paramount. Give them a call for a free estimate today. Alrighty, here we go. The last alerts are starting to drop. This is an aerial flood advisory that was trimmed back at 11 o'clock, so we are done with that. We do have the small crowd advisory at least until about 8 o'clock tonight. Some of these may try to get trimmed back a little bit earlier, but the ocean remaining active still at around 7, even up to 11 feet according towards some of the buoys out there as well. And look at this, even up to 11 feet further off towards the north and east. Also, the ocean remaining active, though, courtesy of an area of low pressure that continues to develop, bringing a few scattered rain showers that have developed out there earlier this morning, continuing throughout the afternoon period as well. There's more rain off to the south and west. You can see that right about in there, courtesy of this area of low pressure that's tracking from the west to the east. So we will have multiple days of scattered showers. The worst of the precipitation is done. Just some scattered showers possible between now and Friday before we finally back off just in time for the weekend. So futurecast moving forward, a few scattered showers possible. We'll keep that going again later on tonight as well. I might try to sneak up with a little bit of snow as well, especially further off towards the north. But for us, it'll stay mainly as rain further down toward the south. But as we head throughout Wednesday, again, some snow to the north, maybe a little bit of rain to the south, and we'll keep that chance going for a while, though. Even mostly cloudy skies. A lot of clouds, though, especially through Thursday as well. So let's break a lot of this down. More of the same Thursday. A few scattered rain showers possible. Some breaks expected as well. Friday, more scattered showers. Again, last day for it, because look what happens after that as we head towards later on Friday night into parts of Saturday. We dry out, just some clouds to deal with, and that'll be about it there. So otherwise, so precipitation totals look a little bit like this. This is additional on top of, this is what's expected on top of what's already fallen. Maybe another 3/4 of an inch or so before we're all finished up in this area, though, in the western parts of Maine, but further off towards the east, maybe 1/4 to 1/2 an inch of rain or less in some areas before we're all finished up. Let's talk about the gusty winds as well. They can reach up around 20 miles per hour at times throughout the daytime period today, and kind of remaining stable at around that threshold. So nothing too extreme, but we'll deal with some gusty winds as we continue to proceed forward in time. Our average high temperature is 61 degrees, upper 50s on the way for us today. Cooling off Wednesday and Thursday, but look at what happens Friday through even Monday. Temperatures start to warm up back in the 50s, 60s, even some 70s that'll soon be on the way. Upper 50s today, increasing clouds. We'll have some afternoon rain showers as well. Southeast wind getting up to about 25 miles per hour. Lower 40s tonight, some rain showers on the way with an east wind at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Tomorrow, lower 50s, some rain showers, again, dry hours as well. Again, east wind getting up to about 20 miles per hour. Paramount Paving extended forecast. Yeah, I know it looks worse than what it really is. It'll be scattered rain showers today, otherwise mostly cloudy. Temperatures in the 40s and 50s between today and Friday. Notice though that Cinco de Mayo is also on Friday as well, so the weather might be a little bit messy for that. But Saturday we improve, partly cloudy with highs back in the mid-60s.
Thank you, Devin. We are just getting word about a bad accident with 2 cars involved, one that rolled over. Police are shutting down the road on Union Street at 14th Street and the Union Street Bridge. Of course, we'll have more for you later. That's all for ABC 7 News at noon. Thanks for watching. I'm Susan Farley. We'll see you on ABC 7 News at 6.
She was complaining about your performance.